Sonic the Hedgehog has had countless action figures released for the franchise. However, Sonic the Hedgehog has also had a bunch of displayable figures released. Now these figures tend to be very fragile because they're not meant to be played with, they're meant to be put on display, whether on some kind of shelf or in some kind of display case. However, one of the most well-known Sonic the Hedgehog displayable figures were the Sonic the Hedgehog pop figures made by Funko, aka the creepy Sonic the Hedgehog figures. Now we have 6 in the set, however there are 2 others you can get in the set. You can get Shadow with Chow, and you can also get Sonic with Ring, but he would also glow in the dark.
So let's start off with the first one, Sonic the Hedgehog with Ring. Now the boxes are pretty much the same throughout except they'll have the different characters on it. So on the front of this box we've got Sonic the Hedgehog, over here it says Sonic with Ring. On the side we also have Sonic the Hedgehog, on the back it shows you the various different figures you can collect, and on the top we have Sonic the Hedgehog yet again. Now taking him out of the box, the first thing you'll notice is how creepy this figure looks. I mean, look at those eyes. That's the stuff of nightmares. But besides the creepy looking eyes and almost no hint of a mouth, the figure actually does look really cool. It actually looks really nice on display. It's got a lot of detail. It's very accurate to Sonic the Hedgehog. You got the ring on the back right there. And overall, it is a really nice Sonic the Hedgehog figure. It just looks very creepy at the same time. Now, let's move on to the next Sonic. Now this Sonic comes with a Chaos Emerald instead of a ring. The box is pretty much the same except it now says Sonic with Emerald, as well as showing a picture of Sonic the Hedgehog with a Chaos Emerald. Now, I know what you're all thinking. This is just the same figure as the Sonic with Ring, just with a Chaos Emerald. Well, that's actually not the case. If you look very closely at the Sonic with the Chaos Emerald, you can see that he's in a different pose compared to the Sonic with Ring. The Sonic the Hedgehog with the Chaos Emerald also appears to be doing the tapping animation from the video games, because as you can see, his foot is slightly lifted, which is pretty cool. The figure also looks pretty cool. Obviously he's got a green Chaos Emerald instead of a ring, but again it also looks very creepy. But now, let's move on to the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog. The box again is pretty much the same, but this time it's got Shadow the Hedgehog on there, and this figure does not come with anything, it's just the standard figure. Now, even though this figure still looks a little bit creepy, it actually looks really cool at the same time. It's got a lot of really cool detail on him, it looks very accurate to Shadow the Hedgehog, and it does kind of look less creepy than Sonic. What do you guys think?
But now, let's move on to the evil genius himself, Dr. Robotnik, also known as Eggman. Now guys, this is probably the best out of the bunch. The Eggman figure is so cool, he's highly detailed from the suit to the goggles, and he's got his mustache right there. He's in a really cool pose, and overall guys, I think if you guys are going to buy these pop figures, make sure to definitely buy the Eggman figure because it's awesome. Now, let's move on to Super Sonic. Now as for the box, you can see that the box is practically the same as all the others except showing Super Sonic. However, it also says exclusive on the box. Now this probably means that at the time, you could only pick this up at certain retail stores. Now out of the box, as you can see, this figure actually looks pretty cool. It doesn't look as creepy as the other one. And as you can see, it's practically the same figure as the Sonic with Ring. As you can see, he's in the same pose. He's got the ring right there. The only difference with this figure is, as you can see, the spines are slightly raised, which is a nice subtle detail. Now, let's move on to the Sonic with Ring keychain. Now looking at the box itself, as you can see, the box is really nice in design, different to the other Sonic Pop figure boxes. As you can see, it says Sonic the Hedgehog right there, Sonic with Ring right there, as well as Pocket Pop keychain. Now looking at the figure out of the box, as you can see, the figure looks really nice. As you can see, we have 2 of these in the set, but we're just going to focus on one. As you can see, it's in the same pose as the Sonic with Ring, and as you can see, he has a little mini ring right there. He's really cute, and he's got the keychain right there, so you can like put this on your keys or your backpack or something. He doesn't really stand very well, but he's still a nice figure. So guys, overall, these Sonic Pop figures are actually really cool. They are a little bit creepy, but they're still cool, especially on display. But if you are going to pick these figures up, I highly recommend you pick up the Super Sonic figure, the Dr. Eggman figure especially, and the Shadow figure, and also that little Sonic Pop keychain, because he's a little cute. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.